Good morning, evening, afternoon, all. We're just a few minutes away from getting started. In the meantime, enjoy. Now, wasn't that lovely? What a lovely set of tracks to start the day with. Good morning, everybody. Good afternoon, and good evening for those of you who are closer to me. I mean, I wasn't supposed to start with that scene, but I really wanted to just talk about this because it's beautiful. Hello. Hi. Hang on a second. That's the one. That's the one. Hello. Hi. I fixed my lighting. I'm no longer super orange. I'm still orange. How's everyone going? How's everyone doing? 10 minutes definitely too long an intro. You must be new here. Welcome, Metal Demon, to a Ascendant Nomad stream, where we frequently take 10 minutes plus to get started. Hello, hello, hello. Look at that. See, okay, so here's something I did that helps me to see who you are in this horrible YouTube chat. I downloaded Truffle. Have you guys heard of Truffle? Truffle is the is this extension by Ludwig, which I'm going to bring up on the monitor shortly. Truffle VIP, truffle.vip. All right, this is a really simple extension. Okay, I cannot recommend. It's very simple. It doesn't do a whole lot, but basically, this is what you get. Y'all can see this, right? Yeah, you can see this. It just basically makes chat readable. So truffle.vip/extension. Get this, I'm not being paid to say this, somebody suggested it, and suddenly YouTube Live becomes so much nicer to listen to read. So that's that. Highly recommend you go and pick that up. So yeah, and then what it does is it takes away everybody's profile, like the little circle, and then it puts everyone's chat in a different color, and it's so much nicer, so much nicer. You wouldn't download a truffle? I think you would, though. I think you would. Truffles are expensive and they taste like dirt. You love the transition, so smooth. Oh, we'll do it again. Oh no! That's everything you can see, picture in picture. Oh no. There you go. This is so much better. I just installed it, right? It actually makes it feel like... And it's crazy how something so small, like all it did was colored people's names. I think they made it a little bit bolder. And then it took away the circle next to everybody's names, like the little avatar or the display thing. Because at that size, nobody cares about your profile picture. I'm sorry, it's like 12 by 12 pixels. So... just take that away and then suddenly it's pretty good. Oh no, Telesta Burger? Yeah. How's life in Dubai been treating you? It's been, No, it's been actually pretty good. I'm still in my parents' place. We just saw a gorgeous apartment in a new building that literally was erected 4 months. I probably shouldn't say that word given the propensity for all of you to be horny bastards. It was erected 4 months ago, and they're only just starting to lease it out. So it's a God damn it. Anyways, it's a brand new building. It looks great. It's a fantastic layout, very clean, very modern, lots of lights, and also not too noisy because it's actually close to a highway, but it's not that noisy. So we're hoping to, we sent an official, application. Now we're waiting to hear back. So hopefully, over the next 2 weeks, we'll have that wrapped up. Yeah. 4 months, okay. We have different levels of juvenile attitude in the chat. I like it. Okay, so today's stream is all about playing PvP. Can we not? No, I'm kidding. No, we will play PvP, but we also have Q&A period. I don't know if there's a lot of you who saw the community post earlier. Hang on a second. Let me make sure that it's all good. So I had... Oh no, you don't want to see that. Let's see. So I put out a community post last night asking for some questions. Some of you had questions, which is lovely. Thank you all for submitting some. If you want to get your questions, we're going to do this towards like maybe in an hour and a half's time. We're going to go through some of the questions here. Most of you are just reacting to the fact that pineapple on pizza is not a preference of mine. And I'm going to be honest with you. I was very tempted to click that for a lot of you. Hide users from channel. Because we like to fashion ourselves as more sophisticated creatures on this channel, right? And when you come in here and you advocate for absolute heresy like pineapple on pizza, it really puts a sour taste in my mouth when it should be sweet. Anyways, If you have a question you want to submit, you can either do it here or you can use the Discord, which is discord.gg/AscendedNomad. You come down to the Ascended Nomad tab, you go to content discussion, and then you'll have live stream number 2, Q&A time. And that's where you can submit your questions, and then we'll get to them. All right, so join the server if you haven't already. It's a good time, I promise. There is Oath. Oath is someone you have to watch out for, but by and large, he's fairly harmless. Just tell him Cloud Strike's bad. When you come in, drop your About You, go to About You, and drop you say, hello, welcome, hi, my name is this, that, and the other. I am a PvP player, whatever you want to say, and also just tag Oath, like @Oath, like that. Maybe I'll put it in central so you can all see. @Oath, Cloud Strike bad. That's all you have to say. Okay? Do it. So yeah, let me just get chat back up. So, talking about playing in PvP. True. Playing PvP. Yeah. Mike Gleason, Kay, Neil Anderson, Ahaz, Bowl, Andrea, Enfreak, Metal Demon, which who've already acknowledged, Caitlin, Samurai, Sentinels, Serial, Snoozle. Holy mother of diversity! Welcome everybody. Welcome. Shall we talk? Should we do a Mogul Mail? should this channel just become Mogul Mail? Okay, no. Seriously, let's talk about the channel and let's talk about some things I want to share with you all. So, you may know that I'm friends with a certain Patty Cakes, yeah? And I'm friends with Shadow Destiny, and I'm also very good friends with Castle. Now, together we have a group, a content group, and this content group is responsible for skill-based matchmaking. No. Basically, we thought we'd be really good at just collecting our feedback together and giving it to Bungie and basically saying, this is how we want the game, so please do it that way. However, it hasn't really gotten anywhere meaningful, that sort of like, bribing with influence thing, because none of us stream. But now I'm changing that, I'm streaming. However, they did say YouTube is not a real platform, so you don't really stream. Which hurt. Anyways. And anyway, listen. Content creators don't have any influence on the game, okay? They do not. They do get invited to summits. They do play with community managers every so often, but they have zero influence on actual proceedings because we are ultimately the same as everybody else. Anyways, why did I bring them up? Well, we like to talk about, we get together every so often and we talk about the state of YouTube, the state of Destiny, we give each other feedback on content, we kind of just help each other out. And it's very, very good practice that if you are a content creator, if you're especially an aspiring content creator, it is important that you find people that you can do this with, because the people that you do it with will be able to give you advice and insight onto the process and how good your content is much better than your fans ever could. Because as much as I love you guys are biased, like I could release anything and you may like it, right? You're inclined to like it. You like this stream. That's why you're here, I hope. Or you're just curious as to why I look this way and sound this way. I don't know. Anyways, point is, you guys are the number one target audience, but we all have to think about who's the next audience. How can we bring in somebody? How can we get our video in front of somebody who isn't already in our subscriber pool? How do we get the video to grow our channel? And that means making good videos and then having it with the good title and thumbnail that then gets brought out to everybody else. And then once it reaches a new audience, how do we get them to press subscribe? And that is the biggest reason why it's important to look outside your own group and also just be a part of a group of creators. So we have been talking extensively about that. And among the many different conversations we've had is about money. Because we're all full-time, or Castle's not full-time, but he's planning on going full-time soonish. I'm not going to tell you when, because I think that's his announcement to share with the world. Paddy, myself, and Shadow are full-time, and we bring up the concept of money, of ad deals, of brand deals, sponsorships, agencies, that sort of thing. And both Shadow and Paddy are now at this place where nearly every video of theirs has a ad placement, whereas on this channel I'm full-time, but I don't have that yet. And believe me, some of it is because I've said no, but a lot of it is that I just don't get a whole lot of emails. I don't get people knocking on my door asking for sponsorships. I did maybe 6 months ago before the war in Ukraine. But then since the war, the world's just become a lot more volatile, what with inflation, cost of living crisis, everything. It's just everybody's feeling the pinch. But it basically, it knocked me out of that tier of advertisers, which is like, we'll take a chance on this guy to like, okay, this guy is solid, right? So my question to them was, how did you go from being like, sort of a maybe with advertisers to being actually rock solid? Like people will always think of you. They had two answers. One was they're both signed with agencies. Okay, so the agencies will negotiate brand deals on their behalf, and they will be able to say to an advertiser, hey, this person will guarantee you 50,000 views on a video, guarantee you 30,000 views on a video, guarantee you 100,000 views on a video. And then they'll be able to negotiate a brand deal on your behalf. But the second part of that, the second reason how you go from here to here, or here to here, sorry, flip the camera, is basically you have to be able to guarantee viewership. You have to be able to upload consistently, and you have to be able to have a baseline to which everybody expects of you outside of YouTube. So when it comes to my channel, when we look at my channel, let's do that real quick, okay? Let's be completely brutal and honest here. Give me 1 second. So when we go to my channel, let's have a look here, shall we? We have 18,000 views, 215,000 views, 113,000 views, 250,000 views. Thank you for that, by the way. 105, 22, 72, 22, 41, 74, 147, 258. So basically, it's kind of all over the place, trending up, right? Average views generally seem to be quite high, over around 50K. The problem is we have 12 videos over the space of 7 months. So there's no regularity in the uploads, and there's no frequency of the uploads. The trade-off is, of course, that most of these are very, very high quality videos. Most of these have stood the test of time. The lower view count ones, which is Crucible Be Good this season, my thoughts on Rift, and the shakeup we've been waiting for, all of those were sort of spur of the moment, like reactionary pieces. And so logic would dictate that I do more of the evergreen stuff, right? I do the Peace of Mind review, I do tier lists, I do exotic reviews, because those last the test of time. The views on that go higher and higher over time. Whereas this one had a shelf life of about 2 days, and then it just didn't get any more views. That's what logic would dictate. However, these videos take so long to make that there's no way I would be able to guarantee, like in terms of just pure testing, like every video takes about 30 to 40 hours for me. And I know that's not efficient, and I know things could definitely be a lot faster. There are things I'm doing to improve my process, but just with the methodology, with how high we keep our production value, with how we write it, it's everything. Every one of these videos is almost treated like a signature piece for the channel, and they perform like signature pieces. Every single one of these high-performing videos tends to grow the channel pretty substantially. That being said, I can't just live off 215,000 views a month. I have to up that. I have to double that, triple that. And so how do you do that? Well, you could release this every 3 days. Great. I need 6 people. Not going to happen. Or you can forego doing a lot of those projects like that and do more coverage content, like sort of just not daily, but just like you're reacting to things around you. You're reacting to the to Destiny 2, you're reacting to what other people are doing, you're reacting to conversations being held on social media, which is what Astacross does, which is to a lesser extent what Dado does, and what Fallout does. Basically the top Destiny YouTubers, they're all fairly good at being engaged and being current, and they never miss a beat. They always upload. They never go more than, say, 4 or 5 days without uploading. It would be a dramatic. The dilemma in my head now is: do I forsake the quality and go for stuff that makes me more ad friendly, so I can actually start making a real living off YouTube, like a proper living? Because right now I'm basically just like breaking even. Either I go that way and I start making money, right? Which then allows me in the future, provided the content is good and it is growing the channel and the views go up, which would then allow me to then hire more people full time, and then like we can go back to the quality stuff and have that be a regular thing more frequently. Or do we keep on going the way we do, uploading 2-3 times a month at best, and keep the reputation solid? Or is there a third way of doing both? That's the dilemma right now. So, and honestly, because it is motivated by money, and everybody's got to make money, I'm leaning option 3, and I'm trying to find a way to make that work. And I think one thing that I'm trying to do, one of the main reasons for streaming is to improve my on-camera presence. The more I do it, the better I'll become. Right now, I don't feel like I enunciate or elaborate clearly enough for a video to be done in one take. I'm not quite there yet. But I do like talking to people about this. I like talking to you. And I like, formulating things on the fly. It's so much less work. It's so much easier to do it than sitting down and scripting things, that it makes complete sense to make videos like this. That's why I said, let's do Mogul Mail, right? So if you're not familiar, I'm bringing this up. Mogul Mail is a channel started by Ludwig, who's one of the biggest streamers in the world. And basically all of his...
A lot of people talk about this guy, but he's doing a lot of things.
Basically, it's just him sitting in front of the camera talking.
The world like a guy with $20 treats a Dollar Tree. He's doing what he wants, all right? That's how billionaires get to live their life. And his most recent move was buying Twitter.com.
So he talks about the news, he talks about things that are happening in his world, he talks about streamers. It's a really entertaining channel, and by far the only reason this works is because he is so damn entertaining. Highly recommended if you're sort of like into current affairs channels. If you're not so much into streaming or his personality, that's fine. But he does a really good news channel, and he's basically grown this to 1 million subscribers in about 6 months. It's been amazing to see. So I'm not saying that exactly is what we're going to do. I'm just saying like that could be a way we can perhaps up the regularity of uploads on the channel while still maintaining some sort of quality. I don't want it to be very, 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 very low quality and low brow. I definitely wanted to still maintain that highbrow aspect. But I also don't want to, I don't want to lose any production quality. I don't want to compromise the quality we're known for on this channel in order to make that happen. So, yeah, that's where I'm at. That was my whole thing in my head. What are your thoughts? I am very interested to hear what you have to say. I'm just going to scroll up here, see what you guys read. Fans are just shills, true. The way that I found your videos is a friend recommended your videos to me. Well, that's great. Thank you to your friend, Chopsticks, and thank you for being here. Consistent updates are the bane of the channel. It's true. It's true. And Bol's allowed to say that because he makes the thumbnails. 1 minute of silence for the AE video. That's not completely dead. It's not completely dead. Why are you saying that? Everyone has vids on the latest drama / occurrence in the Destiny 2 world. Yeah, that's very true. Actually, that's very true. And yet people will still watch the same video on the same subject from 15 different creators because they want to hear everybody's different takes. If you really care about, like, say, the whole discussion we're having about power creep with abilities, you're not just watching Astacross's video on it, which was pretty good, but a bit surface level. You would then watch Dado's video on Heart of Inmost Light, which touches on that, right? Then you would probably watch somebody else's video on that. So why can't I add my voice to that conversation, given that I feel like I could add to that? I feel like I could definitely do it in my own way. Both, I don't know why you think they are exclusive per se one way or another. I think the reason I think that is because I'm so used to working in one fashion and I've never really given the volume thing a go in a high quality type beat, that it kind of intimidates me. I think that's why. And Freak, unrelated tangent, but it's wild seeing how huge he's gotten in the past few years. Remember, he was some guy in some Smash Scene skits. True, yes, 100%. He was very, very, he was completely like unknown, and then like the thing I love about Ludwig is that he's just so normal. He's like a normal human being in a sea of these degenerate half human beings who are still figuring out what they like in life, you know? He's just very, very level-headed. Nooms, spin off a new brand which posts up to the hour content which will be monetized, keep the yes and no. Yeah, but I don't want to split attention between two channels either. You know, now that YouTube has finally collated live, shorts, and long form under one roof, it's really attractive to me as a creator to stay on this channel and pay attention to it. Thoroughly enjoyed your video with TTT. Thank you. Agreed with Watson AD7. There are already a lot of YouTubers doing the same. Viewer videos different. That's why I'm engaging that much. Thank you. I think you have a lot of people that will listen to you talk about anything, and I feel like that's accurate, Danielle. Thank you. I'm not trying to gas myself up here. I'm just doing market research, talking to people. I think people do just want to hang out. Fundamentally, I give them a place to hang out. Ruthless with the $10. Yo, got to support creator. Thank you so much. Thank you. Different angles create better solutions. That's true, but I don't think, you know, they're going to be looking at the content creation community for all these different angles, you know? Fixners, $20. Love your continued work. Hope you can find a happy medium. Thank you so much, mate. Thank you. You guys are too kind. Agree with the people saying you can do quick updates for cheap and have the big tentpole videos too. Yeah, the only thing I need to be worried about is that do I use the tentpole videos to bring in new viewers and then just use and just do the quick and dirty update stuff for you guys? So I'm not so concerned about production quality. I'm just literally talking to a mic. Or do I try and do as scripted as possible for everything, you know? I love your videos, and they're not a copy of more other creators. You're more in depth. Thank you so much, Andrea. I do want to keep that depth. Even if I do off-the-cuff stuff, I would definitely attempt to make it as in-depth as possible. I don't want to say, well, you know, Bo's bad because Bo's Lamau. I'm going to say Bo's bad because people who don't have happy lives use Bo's. See? That's more in-depth. Fitness and gaming, you have quality and valuable information shared. Don't think the effects or animations are as required as information given solid. That's the thing, right? It's all the added fruit that I'm proud of. New phone, who dis? Hello, Corey. All right, now, Jank, take it easy. Without massive numbers on one channel, you end up with a lot of people not seeing the second one. The reasons why Mogul Mail did so well is because it started with somebody with pre-existing viewer base. Absolutely. What's his name? Ludwig has 3.4 million on his main channel. But even so, you know, like, I'm looking at, like, Marquez Brownlee, okay? I'm looking at Marquez Brownlee, who started his channel called Autofocus, and all he did was he did iPhone videos, right? And he has 15 million followers. And his autofocus channel only has like 375,000. So it really depends on the kind of cross-pollination between the content branches as well. Hi there, nice carpet. What type? I wish I could tell you. All I know is that it's from Pakistan and it belongs to my mum because I live with my parents right now. Coaching. Coaching? Chat. Coaching? Coaching? Coaching question mark? What say you? Hello, Sandal Gaming. I think you need to have tiers to your work. You know what makes you money, experiment with the different values, and keep your time getting on the responsibility. Yeah, absolutely. What was the name? Like, 2 for you, 1 for me. I think that's the industry phrase. Like, I'll make two for the bills and 1 for me. What is that phrase? I feel like more people know this. Is like, you do 2 projects for the bills and then 1 project for you, just to keep it balanced. Would be cool content to watch. Coaching. Okay, so I would like to show you something that proves that I don't think that improvement content is it anymore. How many of you are subscribed to Patty Cakes? I am, me. Okay. How many of you know that he uploaded yesterday? No, you saw it, yep. No notifications, nope, me, okay. And then how many of you clicked on that video? Okay, so we went from like, say, let's say like about 23 of you said yes, then that you knew who uploaded it. About 17 of you said, sorry, 23 of you said you were subscribed, 17 of you said that they were uploaded, and then about 15 to 14 of you clicked through that video. So let me show you what he uploaded, yeah? Duff with the $2, thank you so much. So the number one thing that separates top FPS players from the rest, okay?
I've been wanting to make a follow-up video on this subject for a long time now. A few years ago, I published a video sharing what I believe to be the biggest
Sorry, give me 1
difference
second.
between the average gamer and the elite player. It was the first big success of my channel, but I really wasn't sure what I could say to update my older video. I think I'm at a point now where I have a few new ideas to share with you, and I'm confident they will help you improve at any first-person shooter or any real-life skill you want to master.
Okay, very good video already. Like, I'm hooked, I like it, and whatever. But the thing is, in the first 30 seconds, if the majority of the people, A, do not click, and then B, don't stick around after they clicked, this video is not going to do very well. It's at 28,000 views. Patty Cakes doesn't do 28,000 views in 24 hours. He just doesn't. 99k, 87k, 87k, 93, 150, 60. Okay, that was a bit odd one. 151, 160, 325k. That's an aberration. That's not good. The reason I don't do coaching content, because I have done it in the past. Oh shit, I didn't change my... Oh my god. I didn't change my thing. Sorry. I completely forgot to change the oh my god. Listen, we're figuring it out, okay? Leave me alone. Anyways. So, all right, look. He had 28k. I'm going to redo this, okay? Let's watch this again.
I've been wanting to make a follow-up video on this subject for a long time now. A few years ago, I published a video sharing what I believe to be the biggest difference between the average gamer and the elite player.
Most Destiny players are out at this stage. They will not care about improving, okay?
It was the first big success of my channel, but I really wasn't sure what I could say to update my older video.
Cool.
I think I'm at a point now where I have a few new ideas to share with you, and I'm confident they will help you improve at any first-person shooter or any real-life skill you want to master.
Now most Destiny 2 players will definitely be out because most Destiny 2 players don't play other games. You know why that I feel so strongly about this? Is because all of my videos are shit that I've done, that people have done in other FPSs. And then Destiny comes along, introduces it to a whole other casual audience. And things like peek from cover are revolutionary concepts. Things like don't keep moving more is a revolutionary concept. Things like look at your radar is a revolutionary concept. Whereas, you know, if you did that with Call of Duty, you'd be fine. If you played Valorant, you would be absolutely okay with peeking from cover. If you played Overwatch, you would 100% know the value of moving around as much as you can. And Destiny is like a hybrid of these three games. Generous radar or useful radar. You know, you have, I mean, Valorant's a very hardcore FPS, but still, peeking from cover is a very, very good idea, generally. And then Overwatch is hypermobility based. So like, well, not hypermobility based, but you know what I'm trying to say. So all of the videos I've ever made on coaching have been, I think, very, very basic stuff. They've been good videos, I think, and I think they were well made, but I am still a little bemused that some of the videos did as well as they did. Now, I was saying that if people really cared about improvement in Destiny 2, he wouldn't just have 28,000 views here. Because Patty Cakes does numbers frequently. 28, 98, 99, 87, 87, 93, 150, 66, 151, 169. He's getting that cheddar, you know? He knows Destiny 2. He's cracked the code. But when it comes to improvement, and like him and I both, we both grew up making improvement content, right? It just isn't in the same place that it is right now. Now, I think still, I do agree with a lot of you in that I think that it would be very compelling live content. I think there definitely is a place for that here, streaming, definitely. But it's such a niche. Not many people care anymore because Bungie haven't supported PvP. When? Shadowkeep. Shadowkeep was 2019. That was the last time they made any real, meaningful, long-lasting improvements or changes, not even improvements, because Shadowkeep, they basically just said, hey, we're boosting everybody's reputation for comp so that the grind is less bad. That was it. So with 3 years of stagnating PvP, why, oh why, would I ever focus on PvP? I think I realized this lesson 2 years after the fact. And we don't count Disjunction. No, we don't count Disjunction. I personally like Disjunction. Feel free to turn off the stream. But I like Disjunction, but like I know most people don't. So I'm not going to make a map breakdown on Disjunction. People are probably going to skip it. And then they had quitter penalties for Control, the main PvP playlist, when they can't guarantee that their own playlist will have stable connections, have a good user experience, have an interesting time for both high-end, offer a challenge for both high-end and low-end players alike. It's weird. Logging in just in time to hear no message like Disjunction. Shut up, Lego. Go back to bed. How are you doing? Everybody, that's Lego in the chat. We made Movie of the Week together because he couldn't say macabre. Yeah, you have a real good point, but the argument could also be used to shut down your channel in general for Destiny content. Yeah, it can. 100%. But the point is, people are playing Destiny for the PvE first, and they're playing it for PvP second, third, or fourth, or fifth. Like, just because everybody on Twitter is a PvP main, and just because all the Twitch streamers tend to be PvP mains, doesn't mean that most people are playing PvP and actually having fun. You know? Personally, a lot of the time that I try to find D2 videos, I'm looking for builds, loadouts, something. But exactly, so why would I not put my attention towards that, right? I would rather put my attention to things people are actually interested in, rather than, you know, what I personally like, which is PvP. I have Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 for that now. By the way. Good. Very good. Nooms with $2, he really just wanted to say, this motherfucker, he just wanted me to say, I'm a Ascendant Nomad, and I'm your Gambit Doctor. Are you happy? Are you happy now? Son of a bitch. I got. By the way, that is a hack. If you donate $2 or more, or whatever. If you donate any amount of money, you'll get me to say the message, so feel free to get creative. Not that I'm shilling for money. I'm just saying. I'm obligated to do it, so... If any one of you donates with a D's Nuts joke, I will be happy to read it. Because this stream is brought to you by... What about doing PvE coaching as well? Well, the thing is, like, yeah, I can do raid shephers and all that, but, like, I don't have the patience for it. I don't. I try so much. So, yeah. They burned everyone out in Disjunction would be more popular if everyone did... See that again, Lance! Thank you, Lance. Hitting a nail on the head. Another reason why, you know, it's not, like, people... Oh my god, I have so much to say about this. Hey, it's Oath in the chat. Oath is in the chat. You know, guys, you remember what we said about Oath? Yeah, put it in here. I certainly don't have fun in Trials these days, even going in, especially trying to improve no illusions going forward. Just yeah. I want to Gwendolyn Ray's I think I saw a message earlier. I forget what you said. I want to believe that these hella suboptimal decisions are intended to pre-test the revamp of Glory. That's a bit of copium, if I'm being honest. Yes. Well done, chat. Well done. Proud of you. My biggest struggle has been grinding the top tier guns and playing on console is lonely. Yeah. I get you. I get you. Yeah, I should save it for a video. But I do want to talk about it. So we're going to talk about it. Okay, let's talk about this. Right, so. Y'all with me? Okay. Let's go to Trials Report. Now, I don't believe for a second that usage rates equal strength. I think what we're looking at here, when we see usage rates, we're talking about a combination of factors like ease of use, the amount of power that it gives you relative to effort put in, and also just whatever is popular at the time. Destiny 2 community is largely a monkey see, monkey do attitude with respect to how they choose their loadouts and how they decide what is meta. And, you know, basically, if a content creator makes a video on something, they will probably latch onto it and that becomes the new meta. Not because of people having very, very deep knowledge of game systems and all of that, but because somebody popular got onto YouTube and explained, hey, use this. It's really popular for this reason. It's really, really strong for this reason. And you will have a lot of success with that. That being said, Trials Report put this statistic out, which says weekly Trials meta for players with a win rate of 90% plus and at least 25 matches played. So people who win a lot and who also play a lot. So here's what we got here. For subclasses, our top subclasses are Void Hunter. 1 in 3 players, basically to the dot, 1 in 3 players were using a Void Hunter. 1 in 4 players were using a Void Titan, then Arc Titan, Solar Hunter, Solar Warlock. So basically we have, looking at the discrepancy here, we have the tier 1 the tier 1 is Void Hunter, tier 2 is Void Titan, Arc Titan, tier 3 is Solar Hunter, Solar Warlock, Arc Warlock, and Arc Hunter, and then tier 4 is everything else. Okay, so we have a problem. From this, we have a problem subclass, which is Void Hunter with the invisibility. Void Titan, I think, was pretty high given the context of Trials. It was Capture Zone, and bubbles are very, very useful. Now, naturally, being Void Hunter, Capri's Sting was very, very high up the list because it is very, very easy to proc invisibility and then thereby getting True Sight as well on your enemies. Dune Marchers remains very, very high because it gives you a mobility boost. It's easy, it's passive, you don't need to think about it, and you still get rubbish kills from it without doing anything, and it pairs nicely with Void Titan. Stompies are still really, really high on the usage charts because in-air accuracy is an abysmal system and didn't do anything to affect gameplay in a positive manner. So people aren't even bothering to make the decision to have that trade-off. Stompies is still, like, mobility is still king in Destiny 2. So naturally you put on Stompies and just say, well, you know, my airborne effectiveness at 0 is no better than anybody else's effectiveness at around 10 to 20 on average. So screw it, I'm going full Stompies. Peacekeepers was pretty high up there. I actually quite like to see this because I think SMGs are really, really fun with them. And Paragon Grooves is interestingly up there as well. People have seemed to have woken up to shoulder charging. And then you have Gerfalcon's Hallberg. Jesus, I'm not Lego, am I, with my pronunciation, up there as well. And that's just been, like, for a new exotic, that's pretty interesting, given its strengths and all of that. Like, people have actually grinded for that. Anyways, don't want to get too involved with like the whys behind what it is. Then going down to weapon type, sidearms king of the pile, to be expected. Linear fusion rifles at 17.93%. That's still that's pretty high, and it's whack. Like, you put this as your loadout, sidearm and linear fusion rifle, you're gonna have success. So Arbalest and Forgiveness, or Empirical Evidence and Lorentz, and you're good. Shotgun's still pretty high usage despite the fact that they're crap. Submachine gun's pretty high up there, and then you have everything else. Hand cannon, fusion rifle, sniper rifle, grenade, blah blah blah. This was the worst. This was the most worrying statistic here. Arbalest and Lorentz Driver, 9.58% of kills. Lorentz getting 7.94% of kills, and then everything else was sort of there. You had a couple of here. You had your tier 2s, which are Drang, Funnelweb, Chaperone, and all of that. This is the real meta. This is like, even if Trials says that the normal Trials report says something on their usage chart, this is the specific data that they've compiled that highlights the actual meta that we have. And forgive my French, but I think this is pretty dog shit. Now, I'm not a hand cannon shotgun purist. I'm not that kind of person. I'm not going to advocate for that kind of thing. But we have several individual items breaking double-digit usage here. Okay, as a direct result of the sandbox that we have. Now, over time, you know, over time, people will eventually converge on one or two options for what is considered meta, and also they will converge faster with a reduced player pool that is Trials of Osiris right now. But there's just, like, when I look at this, I mean, like, I could make a video on every single one of these data points here, but I don't want to. All I'm left thinking, looking at these stats, is how did we get to this point? How did we get to a point where 10% of all kills in Trials is being done by Arbalest? You know? 8% Lorentz Driver. How did we get to a meta where, you know, sidearm linear fusion rifle is the meta? How do we get to a point where, you know, invisibility was always strong and it was always a contender, but how do we get to a point where 1 in 3 players in Trials was a Void Hunter? Void Titan, I totally understand. I think that would have happened regardless because it's a tier 5 super and it's capture zone. But, you know, like, take that out of the equation or even drop that by half on a normal weekend and instead it's Void Titan, Void Hunter, and then Arc Titan. And the exotics, you can't really say much on. They're a reflection of the subclass choice. Capri Sting for Void Hunter makes complete sense. Doom Archers for Titans makes complete sense. Stompies for Void Hunters makes complete sense. Like, this PvP has become so neglected and has become such a meme that it doesn't feel worth it to make content on, especially with respect to improvement, because to improve, all you have to do is put on those 1 of 3 items and put the time in. It's an aim assist heavy game. Now, True Vanguard released a video not too long ago about his talking about Kamikix's view that Antaeus Wards is Gerfalcon levels broken, and I agree with him because it breaks aim assist. It just makes me sad, you know. I think maybe that's the biggest reason why I don't stream coaching, is because it makes me sad to play this game when all is said and done. But yeah, let's Anoki with the $10. Thank you so much. My issue with PvP at the moment is that I've always liked to use many different guns, meta or not. That's very difficult to do now with how oppressive and potent the meta picks are. Sidearms abilities. Exactly. We're playing scissors, scissors, scissors. This is a good, very well said by Nooms. If you're on top, you're messing. Yeah. I know. I'll just scroll up. It's fine. I genuinely don't understand how anyone could dislike a hand cannon shotgun meta. They're completely fair weapons. Yeah, but they weren't for so long. I mean, I think shotguns killing from 9 meters was bullshit. It always was. People loved it, but I thought it was a bit much because it invalidated sidearms, SMGs, and slugs to a high degree. I think they're in a bad spot right now, but you know where they were at that 6 meter range, I think that was the sweet spot. I can see why people didn't like them because, you know, people don't know how to look at their radar. They don't know how to move. They've got cinder blocks for feet, and because of that, it's hard for them to deal with a shotgun. So I can totally understand where the uproar came from. Hand cannons, I think, are fairly easy once you get the hang of it because they're aim assist monsters. But yeah, Stasis Warlock 0.54%. They don't know. Yeah, they don't know. But at the same time, there's a cost to using that, which is a bit high for the average player. I think this breakdown is more of a reflection of the drop in popularity. It absolutely is, but also remember we're dealing with a much smaller subsample of players too. We're dealing with people with a win rate of 90% and who have played over 25 players, which is around 1,500 players and about 100,000 matches. And that's only a small subsection of the population. And also it skews heavy because the Trials playlist is skill crept to hell right now because it's a long season and nobody's playing. So yeah, that's definitely a factor of it, but it's also the perfect it's the perfect ground to figure out what the meta actually is, you know? Just catching up here. I'll get to that in a second. Nomad, why do you think people hate on Forerunner now as a higher? I think just people just were asleep at the wheel and then sidearms got buffed, then somebody made a video and then it became top. Forerunner was always cracked. Let me make that completely clear. The day Forerunner dropped, it was a meta option. Just people didn't want to use a sidearm, and it's exotic sidearm at the top slot. Then they saw sidearm aim assist breakdown increase. Yay, let's use Forerunner. So I think people just hate it now because it's a 3-tap 180. It's like not forgotten in a way. It gives you that same kind of vibe and huge range too. So I get the hate. I had a good time going flawless. Tiku's Divination, Wing Sacred Dawn. Hey, good stuff. This meta does kind of suck though. You're right. How much time you got in the game? I think around 4,500 hours, something like that. The problem in D2 in general is that quality gear makes you so much better than having good aim and knowledge and sale. Not necessarily. I think in PvP, definitely you want to be using some of the better weapons because their stats are higher, but you can definitely wear only green armor and do just fine. Dean Hollyoak, sorry for the delay. £5, thank you so much. We are where we are because fusions and pulses were cried about so many in D2 community. No, mate. You can still use a peace of mind. You'll be fine. You can still use a syncopation, even more so now. Then you'll be fine. You could use any fusion rifle. I don't personally like fusion. Sorry, Lego. But you could use that and you'd be fine. I don't think it's to do the balancing in the sandbox right now has nothing to do with pulse rifles. It's just got everything to do with the lack of vision and a huge amount of neglect coming from Bungie. Connor Reed, hello. Welcome. Alright, Samurai, good luck with the coursework. For me, I'm fine, Forerunner. That's how many AFK hours I have in orbit. Okay, Chaos. What's this about enjoying Modern Warfare 2? I just like it. I don't know. Autos are overused by newbies and whatnot. Yeah, because they're just like easy, not easy win buttons, but they don't require a lot of input, you know? Let me see. That's music. That is Destiny 2. Let's turn that music off because it clashes. Only 4K hours. Can't talk about the game till you master it. Got to get those numbers up to 10K at least. True. Hey, oh yeah. Wait, how many of you are new to YouTube streaming? How many of you never seen a Ascend Nomad stream? Real quick. Because there's some history all of you have to be aware of. You knew, okay. So first thing, a little thing you should know, Bull will jump into fire teams uninvited. That's great. All right, so all of you knew. Okay, good. So one of the big things here, okay, so one of the things I did on Twitch was I did do coaching and I did do like gameplay reviews and stuff like that, and it was a good time and people really enjoyed those streams. But I would get the most random motherfuckers come into the stream saying, "What's your KD, bro? What's your hours, bro? What do what are your stats? Have you gone flawless? How many flawlesses do you have, bro?" Because they were trying to figure out if I had the qualifications to teach. Let that sink in, okay? They wanted to know my qualifications to teach a video game. Like, what? But let's say we humor that logic for a second. Let's just say we humor that logic for a second, okay? Suppose you're going to school, right? You're going to geography, all right? And your geography teacher is teaching you about climate change, or they're teaching you about tectonic plates. They're teaching you about mountain ranges and you know, soil acidity, or is that geothermal physics? I don't. Anyways, listen. Imagine they're telling you this, and in the middle you just put your hand up and you say, "Yeah, that's cool and all, but like, how many islands have you discovered?" Like what? Anyways, that was a thing I dealt with, and it made me really angry at the time. I think I handled it poorly, but anyways. Look, I get it. You want to learn from a good player, but here's the thing. In all of human history, I'll put my hand up. You know, what is it? Right hand to God? Is that the one? Right hand to God. I am not the best player in this game. I am not somebody who plays Trials every week, because Trials suck and I respect my time. I am not the person who will carry people to flawless. Right hand to God. But most people who teach aren't the best in their field. They're just really good teachers. Intelligence is our ability to change, so really if we hear different points of view, we're learning. Exactly. Yeah, cool algebra, what's your KD, bro? As a professional coach, I can say that being a good coach has nothing to do with having the skills. It's all about understanding how the skills are developed. I thought you had a doctorate, man. I do have a doctorate. You know where I found my doctorate? At the University of American Samoa, where I met your mom. We had a good time. Anyways, let's play some normal PvP, shall we? Let's just get on with it. What am I using? Dean Hollyoak with another £5. Thank you so much, mate. For example, look at the rise of an NTT, reason being what's gone. Messenger, absolutely best pulse in the game, and it's unobtainable. They rotated, dude, Dean. I think you're looking at things. You're looking at the same evidence as everybody else, but you're drawing your own conclusions. No Time to Explain's rise has nothing to do with Messenger being gone. No Time to Explain's rise is everything to do with the fact that people are dumb and they just realized that No Time to Explain was always as strong as it ever was. It dropped and beyond light. It has been changed approximately 0 times, and it's top of the usage charts in PC. Why? Don't know. Maybe it had everything to do with airborne effectiveness, nerfing hypermobile hand cannons, and got nothing to do with what is considered the meta. So don't, mate, just think about it for a second, yeah? And just think about it in a way that just makes more sense. Like, don't attribute it to a conspiracy theory related to prejudice that you may or may not have with respect to Bungie and their employees and their game dev and all of that. Just look at the facts. Tyler, how's the movement treating you, selling in? Yeah, it's been okay. It's been 3 months now, and I'm going to be posting an update on that to the Patreon. But essentially, yeah, it's definitely, like, there are moments where I wish I wasn't here. There are moments where I'm really happy I was here, but I'm just making the best of it, you know? Many people don't understand that most of the work and stuff has been working for a long, long time. Yeah, absolutely. Let's convince Nomad to use CloudStrike for one game. Guys, what did we say about CloudStrike? Wait, Gerda's here? Gerda! What's the answer to stream title? How to have fun in Destiny? Did you not see the thumbnail? Mans is a YouTuber and didn't even see the thumbnail. I don't actually come to your streams for insight and Crucible advice. I actually just come by to chill. Can I get a vibe check on that statement? How many of that is that applicable to? How many of you just come here to chill?
Enemy claimed Zone C. You captured Zone A.
Oh, I try to... Hold up, things are happening. Things are happening. I'm not happy about any of it. Please hold. We will take your call shortly. Oh, pressed the wrong button. Both just okay. See exactly. So, like this is going back to what we were talking about. Content creation, right? Is going for volume. Like a lot of you are just here to chill. You're not necessarily here to become the best player or learn how to have fun in PvP. I could definitely tell you how to have fun. It involves disconnecting and basically making sure that you don't take every game seriously. Like, understand that if you are playing Destiny 2, you are subscribing to the bullshit that is Destiny 2. Oh, for fuck's sake. Bull, you were supposed to live. Oh no, he backed off. Like, getting mad at Destiny 2. Oh boy. Getting mad at Destiny 2 is like ordering vanilla ice cream and then being mad at the guy for saying, why isn't this chocolate? It's kind of like that. I'm not going to say it's like a Karen thing or anything like that, but it's just it's a bit strange. Now, I know I'm being reductive and I'm not, explaining myself too much, but essentially the thing that makes me tolerate Destiny 2 is the same thing that come on. I can't play and talk at the same time. Oh, he got God. I got God. So fuck off with your Lorenz. Your nickname is Nomad in PvP. True. No, it means that I don't have a home. Just kidding. I do have a home. It's with you guys. So how do I stay chill at PvP? Essentially, the reason I'm chill about PvP is that I think I've just seen it all. Like, nothing surprises me anymore. Bro, see, beyond Blueberry not using his guns. I could have lived that. I could have 100% lived through that. But like, I have seen it all and nothing surprises me at this point. Like, I'm okay with the changing metas. I'm okay with things being broken. I'm okay with everything because a lot of it is just not in my control. A lot of it, I do my best. I sit here and I do my best. I play this game because I love the game gunplay and I just make peace with that. A lot of it is not inside my control. A lot of it is, it is just the game I play. And if I'm just had enough of it, I just won't play it. It's really that simple. And I don't understand the absolute, like... Why is this so loud? I don't understand the all or nothing attitude that a lot of people have, because video games... Chat, I need you to repeat this after me, okay? I need you to repeat this after me, okay? Video games are meant to be fun. When the fun stops, stop. Video games are meant to be fun. And if it's not fun, stop. Am I having fun? Right now I am, yeah. I actually quite like this. I like, figuring it out. Figuring out how to be better than the other guy. I like that. I've always liked that. Is that too? Oh shit. Ah, I shouldn't have reloaded. I knew that guy was there. Video games are meant to make me forget the soul-crushing aspects of my real life. Exactly! Gyardo with the $5. Thank you so much, mate. There you go. Video games are meant to be fun. If it's not fun, stop. Yeah. Oh, I got body blocked, but it was okay, because it worked out. Okay, I'm out of range here. That was stupid. I shouldn't have done that. So, like, that's the reason I can tolerate PvP, is because I've practiced Zen for long. I mean, look, I got better at practicing Zen because I really wanted to get better at Trials and Comp. And like, I didn't like how I was when I lost. I was an ugly person. I was a very, 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 very ugly person. I would get mad, I would rage, I would blame my teammates, I would blame the game, I would blame Bungie, I would, every single excuse under the sun, I did it. I was the toxic shithead. You know? Bol can definitely vouch for that. He was there.
Zone B lost.
Hey, hit reg.
We have advantage.
What a concept. No, that's on me.
Zone A captured.
That's on me. I played that badly. They were there. They were there. Sorry. Fuck's sake. Bol was there. And Bol definitely can attest to the fact that I was absolutely shit at that. But I hurt people. I hurt my friends in doing that, you know? And I didn't want to do that to anybody else in the future. I learned my lesson. And they definitely talked to me about it as well, and they highlighted hello. Ooh, we overshot it, did we? Oh boy. I should have just suppressed him. I love the vibe of this stream or not. This is nice. Oh, thank you, Gerda. Appreciate it. I like your vibe. How's shotgun testing going? Sorry, that was mean. Oh, that was a terrible throw. Alright, it worked. Come here, come here, come here, come here, come here, come here, come here. That's stupid. That's stupid. I'm getting out of dodge. You guys have fun right now. Oh, Lorenz. The Lorenz suck. The big suck.
3 minutes. You're winning. Stay strong.
Risky, 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 risky. I really always struggle with tilting, getting ragey at teammates. Yeah, I think that's the thing, is right. It can happen in Destiny 2. It can happen in any game. It can happen in anything you care about. But to get better at it, you have to practice it. You really have to make an effort to say, no, I'm not going to be this person. I'm going to try and get better with it. It requires a lot of self-discipline. And fundamentally, it requires playing through to it. Now, I don't ever recommend that you play video games to the point where you get numb to play that video game. But it is a strategy that works a lot with people. Screw you, Lorenz. Where are you? Of course you're there. Having me in video games and a lot of Magic the Gathering, I find myself absolutely furious when things staying sideways or like a lot of, yeah. And it's about putting in that effort. It's not going to be perfect, and you're not going to... Jesus. I don't know why I challenged that. Somehow I never knew the hallway you just walked through. Says, oh yeah, this hallway. Yeah, it's a fun little thing. However, this is what we call suicide in video games, because if you are fighting someone in a duel and you're caught like here, you're dead. You have no cover. You better hope that your aim assist is just better.
Zone B lost. Enemy has zone
I'll take that. Aww, all that chasing for nothing. To me, Lorenz is a crucible as Xenophage was to Gambit.
You're almost there.
What do you think about that statement? That's interesting. Lorenz is to Crucible what Xenophage is to Gambit?
Won't be long now.
Is that good?
You captured zone B.
Like, I feel like that's accurate. You 100% disagree. Why? Is Xenophage worse than Gambit? Oh, that's... Oh, we actually won. I like it. Xeno is more oppressive. Yeah, probably. Xeno's way worth it. Yeah, okay. It's understanding how bad Xeno was. That's true. Hey, don't look at my KD. I told you I'm not the best player. Truth? I don't know. I think Truth had too short of a moment in the sun to be considered oppressive, no? Xeno is worse if they are decent with it. True. Eyes of Tomorrow better? Yuck. I used to tilt a lot during trials, so I told myself to tilt in retrospect after the games. So, like, bottling it up. I don't think that's... I mean, okay, you're not getting tilted in the moment. You take it out on something else. Delaying it, I suppose that's a form of control. But in the perfect world, you're not affected by a video game, right? Like, even so, like, bottling up and repressing emotion isn't regulating emotions. It's just delaying it. It's compartmentalizing. It's not necessarily dealing with it. It's just delaying it. So I'm not sure if that's... I mean, I'm not your therapist, so I'm not going to tell you that that's bad or good for you. But, like, I feel like there's better ways to go about it. Was Truth nerfed? I don't think it was nerfed. Maybe it was. When it was relevant. Think about how silly it is to base your self-esteem on your skill at a video game. Shami, there are people under the age of 18. Can you please be more compassionate towards them? Nomad is now your Crucible therapist. I mean, doctor, right? So MD, all that. I found just pausing a moment and asking myself why I'm angry at the game, and anger quickly resolves. Right. Acknowledging anger in the moment and just like saying, wait, no, why am I like this? Why are you the way that you are? Saying that to yourself. Say that to yourself. Just, you got killed by Lawrence Driver, okay? Bwang. And then you're just in the death screen and you're like, oh my god, bye Lawrence. Ah! You just stop and then you just say, why are you the way that you are? And move on. 12-year-old me would be crying right now. Yeah, if 12-year-old you could read.
Control.
Oh, hey, I got a 1580 power. Let's go. Do I have anything to... No. Don't roast me, I'm 24. I'm gonna roast you. I'm hella gonna roast you.
Take those zones and hold them to
The thing most players don't understand how to do is healthily compartmentalize the function, healthily address them out. Yeah, because that would involve being mindful and understanding the framework of their emotions in a healthy way. Oh my god, who are all these people and why are they in my zone? That's cool, I suppose.
Enemy claimed zone C.
I stood in one place for too long, and then I got Qatari'd. Our zone. Yeah, our zone. Comrade. You know, I need one of those, like, stream... I need the big Go XLR so that I can, you know, have the communist playthrough. The communist, I'm out of range. Why am I taking on that shot? That's stupid. You know, the I think is the Russian national, or I don't know what that sound. You know what that sound effect is? You should make a coach video about regulating emotions. Yeah, but then people will be in the comments be like, okay, and where's your qualifications? And then I'll be like, it's a video. Oh no, hang on, you actually right though, because you know this is actually considering physical well-being, so my qualifications would be relevant. What the range, bro? What's your chill to vibe ratio? 20. What does that mean? Don't worry about it, bro. You know, I would have hoped that the guy watched me die and then turned around to do something about it, but no, he continued to watch me die. And then he just said, hey, what's up, bro? I love my teammates sometimes. They make me so happy. 20? That's some good ratio, isn't it? I feel like 20 is a good ratio for anything. That works. Oh, hello! I was behind a wall. That's fine. Killing when adds... Yeah, I know killing when adds range. I'm just like surprised when it works because you don't expect shit to work as well as it does half the time. Anybody else like that? You're playing Destiny 2, you pull off some shit and it's like, oh, I did not know you could do that. I like the thing is like, it's I have good, like, theoretical knowledge, right?
Zone A
But sometimes I don't always have the best practical execution of theoretical knowledge. You know? So it's nice when it happens. It's nice when it works. This guy is 100% AFK, or he's trolling. No, he's trolling. Me with Hoarfrost? True. Obviously your teammates have a negative chill. Yes, they are at -10. I've decided they're -10. Hey!
that shut them down.
No, they're now up to +5. I like it. You know, it would be helpful if you could move. What? I'll take that. Give me the kill wind. Oh, people killed it. Alright, whatever. Also, at Titan since when? This season, actually. I wanted to learn how to get better at Titan. And nobody told me the Crest of Alpha Lupi was extremely mid. I spent like 6 Ascendant Shards for this build, thinking it was a really underrated exotic. And turns out it's just sort of okay. Chat, thanks for like not telling me about Crest of Alpha Lupi being not a PvP exotic. You could have told me when we went live, like never. You know? Anyways, I have it on now. The build is here. If I don't have perfect stats, Zeke will yell at me. You know how it is. You played COD on console or PC? Console. I'm on PC, PS5. It's really good, just not in this abusive meta. Yeah, I suppose you're leaving off utility on the table, like you should be using Antaeus Wards or Hoyle or something like that. I'll take that. That wasn't clean, but I'll take it. Should we? Yeah, let's do it. Nice reg, by the way.
Five minutes left. Keep it up.
Nomad, it me, Eli. It's my birthday. I'm sick. I drank a lot of cough syrup, so I hope you're having fun. I am having fun, and happy birthday, Eli. Hope you're having a lovely time in bed. That could go either way. I feel like... Oh, shit. You know what? Well played. I'm going to recover my health, and then we're going to go again. Here's what we're going to do. We're gonna... Oh. This guy is all about me today. So Nomad, thoughts on Vrondis! Vrondis, you cannot just come from Twitch to YouTube and continue your inane, incessant questioning about Chroma Rush, okay? That's not okay. Everybody shame Vrondis. Everybody just... Vrondis bad. Robert Jones with the $2, thank you so much. I will not endure this Crestlander. Mate, we're playing PvP. Like, if we were playing 3s, I could maybe see a usage for using Crest. But since we're not... Right, okay. Come on. Come on.
Zone C captured. Zone advantage is yours.
Nice shot. No, okay. Any thoughts on... Oh my god. So what is the best PvP exotic then? For a Titan? If y'all say Crest, I'm gonna hurt you. I don't know how I'm gonna hurt you, but I'll figure out a way.
3 minutes. Hold strong, and this
Out!
is yours. Zone C lost. They have advantage.
When I mass Dunes and his words, Crest, wow. PKs, sure, but I don't necessarily want to be locked to using SMGs all the time, you know? Little out of range there, my friend. Got battled. Probably Antaeus or Doom Archers. Antaeus. I feel like I want to learn Antaeus. Dunes, yeah, you know, it's a good catch-all, but Antaeus feels like it's a little bit more risky, given that, you know, you have that sliding penalty now. Before it was like, there's no slide penalty. What are you on about? Bro. I have a positioning problem. Taraba is the only gun you'll need to join the cult. See, I have joined that cult. I've played around with it. I've got 300 kills with it, and I'm just like, okay, cool. What about long range maps? Do Antaeus coward? Thanks. Do Antaeus coward. It's like, alright. Chill. Eli, your chill to vibe ratio is like 5 right now. Can you just keep chilling? Keep chilling and stay chilling. Will that work? Oh, it will. Let's go. Will it do anything? Doubtful. Nope, that's a no for me, dog. Nice.
Zone C lost. 1 minute.
Knock that off.
You have this.
Oh, it was pinched. Lovely. Then put on the wards, bruv. Okay, but you have to have a build for it now. You can't just put on wards and expect to do good. Oh, I ain't about that life. You and your bloody shotgun, mate. Put on the wards. Let's see. Alright, what's my PvP exotic chest piece? We have...
30 seconds
Where are my wards? Do I even have wards on? I don't have wards on. They're on my vault.
lost. They have advantage.
Peacemakers with multi... Is multi-max still good? Even after the zoom nerf, zoom change? I feel like it isn't.
10 seconds. End of power play. Keep the
It is?
pressure on.
Okay.
I can
Final blow, by the way.
better victory.
Nice super. Absolutely S tier shit. Beautiful. Multimax still good?
Like a demon.
Still one of the best 900s? Yeah, but then what about 900s relative to the sandbox? I feel like 750s have outclassed them with their forgiveness, no? No matter, you went to orb with the super? I know, but like, why am I going to use it? It like just popped up. Escape velocity still has a 16 zoom scope. Yeah, but is that... Can you get escape velocity still? Orbit, we're going to grab Wes real quick. Okay. Antiope, Antiope. Dares. Dares. Of course it's dares. The answer is always dares. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. Oh, sweaty pits. That's just because the AC was off. It's not because I was actually sweating. And the viewer base just cut by 50%. Cool. Anyways. Every SMG feels crispy with Peacekeepers. That's true, actually. That is true. Now, do I do the TV loadout? Let me pull up Dim real quick. I am going to put in Antaeus wards, and if my stats go to hell, just remember, it's all your fault. Life is so much fun when you can just blame others and be right. That's why I became a content creator. Oh, the stats aren't too bad, actually. Let's go. Okay. No, we're vibing here. Yo! No, we're big chilling. Holy shit. Okay. But no, if I masterwork this, you see, if I masterwork this, we'll lose a lot of the perfects here. We'll just put in a small grenade perk here, so we go into 60 grenade. So we just do a half grenade there. And then we'll put in a thing there, and then we'll put in I don't know. Sidearm host? What do you put in? Nothing. That drip, on the other hand. Listen, did I ask for your drip opinions? Is this a fashion contest? I don't think so. Okay. 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 It is kind of tragic though. Okay, so let's see. How does one make Antaeus wards look good? Trick question. Embrace the chaos. Give up. Nope, you don't. You don't. See, okay, so then this is drip. Then this, what we have here, is drip. And I don't want to hear anything about it. This is drip. You may not like it, but this is what peak male athletic performance looks like. I don't want to hear it. Back to orbit real quick? Okay. Oh, shit. He dropped. Oh boy, do we risk the quitter penalty? Do we risk the quitter penalty? Survey says no. But of course he got error coded out of it, Zeke, because he's on Dubai host. Got penalty? Yeah. Yeah. Alright, so do we do double sidearm? No, we do Defiance of Yasmin things. Risk it for the biscuit. Flower child shader is all you need. True, hang on. That's a very good idea, actually. Let's do it. Cat is okay. Excellent. Peak D2, haven't played in a week and got error coded. That, I believe you got skill issued there. So let's do this. Let's get that. And let's do the thing where we just shader everything in Flower Child. Fashion! Fashion! Yo! Look at this shit! Oh my god, it's beautiful. It is beautiful. I love it so much. Let's go. Oh shit. Bro. Okay, no. Don't complain. Just go on with it.
Enemy claimed Zone B. Enemy has advanced.
I ran into 3 people. That was the correct use of Antaeus, but a bit too ambitious. Yeah, I'll take that. I will not take that. My Bastion aspect? Do I need? Oh, right, for the overshield.
Zone B captured. Zone advantage is yours.
That's a good question. Why was I running not Bastion? Oh, right, because I was doing PvE things. True. Okay, whatever. Hello, Basquarian Gaming. How are you doing? Play it on stasis. Can all of you just shut up? All of you experts out here. No, I was definitely going to die from that. You don't need Bastion armor, but yeah, I feel like Bastion's a little overpowered, man. Not overpowered, overrated. Sorry, not overpowered. I would definitely be using it if that was the case. Where is everybody? That was kind of dirty.
You shut the enemy down. Zone B captured.
Too many people. Stasis is good though. Not on Titan it isn't. You prefer having the faster shield? Yeah. That's I think that was the reason why. But like also I don't really use void weapons, so I don't think there's any use having the offensive bulwark one unless you're specifically playing for aspects. Purplist. Any advice on convincing my friend to stop rocking a scout and an ultra rifle and crucible? Give up. I'll be completely honest with you, give up. If they don't want to change what they're using, then let them fail. Or they might also find success and become the best player you've ever seen. The whole point of Destiny is individual expression, you know?
Have advantage.
That is the entire point.
You shut the enemy down.
Nice bubble, bro. Alright.
That shut them down.
Accidental triple. I'll take it. I should have slid there. I should have slid there. I don't know why I stopped moving. If they're having fun, they're doing it right. Yep. 100%. Like, you can definitely make the argument that, you know, if you want to get good, if you want to perform well, then definitely use something else, but...
Your enemy can't kill if they're dead.
Ugh. A bit too risky. Hey Doc, thank you for the entertaining and informative videos. Definitely boosted what little I knew about Destiny 2. Hey, I'm glad you enjoyed the videos, Mohammed. Thank you very much for stopping by. I appreciate you. Alright, learning Antea. Sorry that I'm a little bit more quiet. I'm just trying to get the hang of Antea swords. And it's not being helpful being body blocked into a bloody lane, bowl. I need help choosing good PvP loot. What do you recommend? Whatever is fun to you, because I'm going to be real with you. Barring a few items, I think everything's pretty good now. We're getting spawn trapped. Oh, it's a bad game, okay. Oh, Bowl definitely does that on purpose? Yeah. Yeah, they do. Bowl. I wouldn't say anything and everything is good. I would just say most things are good. And really, the big thing that's going to determine whether you're successful at using it or not is how good you are with it. Now, you can give advice like go for aim assist points, go for recovery, you can go for resilience, you can give all that advice, but really, most players don't know the basics of Destiny 2, or they don't know the basics of FPSs. So you can give all the advice in the world, but if they're still, you know, walking without sprinting out in the open like this, then there's no point giving that kind of advice because they're going to die anyways. Pick something that you like and you have fun with. Zeke, chill, what the hell? Jesus! Crazy. You all see that? 6 kills or something with that. Best map? Yeah.
Zone A lost. Enemy has advantage.
Oh, I thought I could block that. Can't.
C captured. Zone advantage is yours.
Tips on being more aggressive with bows. So with being aggressive with the bows, the thing is you can never ever be the first gun in a fight. You always have to play around that scout rifle range. And the best thing you can do is find where your teammates are and play with them.
Remaining.
No, man. I'm still figuring this out. It's weird. It takes some time, huh? I'm impressed. Well executed. Well anticipated. Well done. How to enjoy playing PvP? Don't play PvP. True. Hey, you want to write for the channel? I don't know where that kind of advice has been my whole life. My life has changed. You know, there's apes and then there's him. My biggest problem with PvP is that you just can't use whatever you want, especially in trials. Everything is about loadout instead of creative mind experiment. You're playing the wrong game, Crib. If you want a pure strategic tactical FPS, Destiny 2 is not it and never has been it. I'm gonna go. No. Okay. That was interesting. Yo, what happened to Twitch? Many things, but we're here now. Hey Nomad, big fan of the channel. just wondering why all the D2 YouTubers are streaming on Twitch now. A couple of reasons. I think everybody has a variation of a reason, but basically the big one is that Twitch ended exclusivity. So people who had a Twitch partnership couldn't stream on YouTube, but now they changed that so they can. So I think that's the big reason, and people were curious and they wanted to try it out, so here they are. Yikes. It's a good thing you can't see the KD, it was bad. What's your controller settings? I'm playing bumper jumper on 10 sensitivity. I'm not like super focused on the game right now. I'm just like trying to chat and make sure it's a good experience for everybody. On that note, YouTube audience, would you prefer I focus on the game or focus on chat or do a bit of both? Because that's hard. Nomad, random question, but do you still play with vibration since you returned to controller? Yes, I do. I just prefer having the feedback, and anytime I played controller FPSs, I've always liked having that tactility. So that's just personal preference. I want 100% focus on each one. God damn it! Whoa, whoa. Both while juggling. True. Having a good time here regardless of what you focus on. Okay. Whichever is easiest. Okay, so I'll be honest, I'll do chat more than I will do the game because that's more dynamic. You should try my controller settings? No, thank you. You see, I don't want to become an anime main character person thing. Degenerate, that's the word. Yeah. You're correct, I came from CSGO for a decade, but I love PvP deep down, but just can't get over the issue. Yeah, I don't know, I've been playing for 4 years. Well, then you need to have a really honest conversation with yourself about what you like about Destiny versus what Destiny actually is. Because Destiny never has been a tac shooter. It has never been about gun skill. It has never been about... I mean, there's a fair amount of game knowledge and game sense, and that's good, but it's tied to abilities, builds, different perk combinations, different types of weapons together, different types of loadouts. Like, it's a lot more in-depth than a tac shooter. And the goal is to have fun. It's not to be the best in the world. So it's a very different game to what you're used to, and I don't think it should ever try to be something else because, let's be real, we have a lot of tac shooters. CSGO, decade, right? Like, it's been around for decades and not going anywhere. Valorant, Apex, you could kind of argue is a tac shooter, but less so, more BR, I suppose. So yeah. Do you have any sniper tips? Aim for the head.
The zones are yours if you fight for the
Good talk.
Guardian. You captured Zone C.
What in the...
Enemy claimed Zone A.
What in the ape have we got here? I can't believe that actually counted.
Now, a fire team that fights together stays together.
Oh! Shit.
You have advantage.
My sniper tip is to use Macabre. Yeah, that's a good tip actually. It's pretty statistically broken. I think having the right sniper is definitely part of the equation, but... Ooh. Now there's aping and then there's that. I don't know what you were trying to achieve there. That was always a losing scenario. He got the... Maybe I'm just being targeted. Maybe he just want... Maybe he's a fan. Maybe he's a fan. I am doing my best. I got another fan. See? Liam was definitely killing him. I have so many fans today. Aww. Macabre. Who the hell is saying macabre? How did you go from macabre, M-E-C-H-A-B-R, to mecab? What is wrong with you? Who failed you as an educator? I just suppressed myself. Good job. I am so dead. And it's fine. I should have lived. Mecab. One thing I do hate about SPMM is I can't randomly match streamers with anyone. The streamers are happy you're gone. I really should put on sidearm loader. And sidearm targeting. Oh shit. Not the right thing. I like that. Okay, so that was more how you're supposed to use NTS, but I just did it when there were people around. Are you trying random loadouts today? No. The thing is, like, I play Destiny very, very haphazardly. I will use 4 or 5 different loadouts in one session. I don't really have a whole lot of loadouts where I'm 1,000+ kills on a single weapon, because I like the variety. I think it's one of Destiny's strongest aspects, and I like that every single game I can give myself a different kind of experience. And Lord knows we need variety in this fucking game. So I provide my own variety by doing different things. So we're not necessarily doing random loadouts. I'm just kind of feeling the map and feeling the situation, responding to chat, and just going off that. Really. Bro, what is going on? Things are happening. Oh, jeez. Okay, that's happening. Do I do it? Yeah, sure. Why not? Let's just get hit regged out of the wazoo. French people pronounce their R-E, macabre. What weapon do you have the most PvP ons? The most PvP ons, I think... It's probably not forgotten. It's probably not forgotten. No worries, Ace, I got what you mean. They're coming for your booty. True. That's rude. This guy, oh, there's always a thunder crash. I think that's one of the biggest issues using a mobility super, is there is always a thunder crash on the other team. Can you use a glaive next? I'm not good with glaives, so no. I know they're good, but like I'm terrible with them, so I don't have fun.
Keep it up.
I want to say I helped, but I probably didn't. Nope, that's not how you do it. Unbelievable. Why'd you move from Canada to Dubai? Cost of living. Plain and simple. Don't know about you, but I'm not the biggest fan of paying $3,000 for rent. Good nade. He dead.
Zone advantage is yours.
I really rotated into that. Hold up, it's cheaper to live in Dubai than Canada? Yeah. Yeah, it is. So I wanna share something with you, right? Me and my wife, we looked at an apartment yesterday. I started off the stream by this, but I think a few of you missed that. We looked at an apartment yesterday, and it was 1,400 square feet. Okay, so this is a pretty sizable place, right? The 2 bedrooms, one of them would be my office, and then, you know, we'd have the normal bedroom. Oh, I didn't get that. Rip. So it's pretty sizable. The equivalent apartment in Toronto would probably go for around 3,500, maybe a little bit more than that. 3,000 if we're being generous. In Dubai, the same rent of that place is 2,800 US.
You fight like a demon for these zones. Bring me your friends. I need more like you.
In Canada, it would be around 3,500. So I don't know if that would work out the same, but basically, yeah, factoring in rent, factoring in fuel as well, factoring in cars generally, because buying a new or used car in Canada is really, really expensive. I can get a 10-year-old car here for like $5,000. This place doesn't have the same economic issues that the West does. So there are so many things. There are so many. Are we backing out here? Do we want to bring in Tyler? Yes? No? I'll back out. All right. So factoring in groceries, factoring in rent, factoring in fuel costs, transportation costs, generally it is actually cheaper to live here than Canada. Because Canada right now is one of the worst places you can live. It has the most expensive houses. It has the most expensive housing relative to income in the entire G7, and in fact most of the Western world actually. It rivals Hong Kong, Tokyo, London, Switzerland for most expensive cities to live in, even though on average the average salary in Canada is 50,000 Canadian, which is around 39,000 US. It's really fucked. It's like super fucked. Taxes in Dubai, none. 5% on all sales, like groceries, you get 5% tax, value-added tax, VAT, but no income tax. Do you or your wife have any worries about how Dubai treats women? First of all, something you should know about me, I grew up here, so I know Dubai inside and out much better than anybody that unless they're from Dubai as well. I know Dubai way better than most people that talk and write about Dubai do. It has issues. There are definitely times when, I myself am not welcome. There are times when, my wife, because she's white, she will get looked at differently, or she will get looked at, objectified in that way. But also she's white, so she has insane amount of white privilege here. White people in general here, Western people especially, they will get paid 4 to 5 times that of somebody of my ethnicity. That's one of the main issues of Dubai, is there's huge disparities in classes. Like, it's a well-known thing. Like, Filipinos, there's a tier system. So you have Westerners at the top, then you have sort of like, I don't know who's in the middle. I think it would be Arabs at the top, Emiratis at the top. Then you have Westerners. Then you have everyone else. Then you have Filipinos, and then you have brown people. Like Pakistanis, Indians, Desi. Like, there's definitely a class system. Now, if you have a passport that is Western, you shoot up. But like, there's a whole thing about that I am not. I need to seriously sit down and think about how to communicate, how to explain that. Because if I do it here, I'll right now, spur of the moment, I will not do it justice. I don't agree with it, but it is the way that it is. Hey, Noise Tank. How's it going? That's called Institute. Yeah, absolutely. That's what it is. That's one of the reasons that I wasn't like super thrilled to be here. Oh, Noise Tank, I miss you too, dude. I miss you too. What language do you speak in Dubai? The same one I'm talking to you in. मैं उर्दू बात कर सकते हैं, लेकिन बात नहीं कर सकते. थोड़ा सा बात कर सकते हैं, पूरा समझ आता है, लेकिन मेरा उर्दू बहुत अच्छा नहीं है. ज़्यादा नहीं बात कर सकते. So I can think in I understand Urdu, Hindi fluently. I can't talk it, but I'm getting better at it because I grew up in Pakistan as well. And it's pretty much just all in my head, and I just need to get better at it. Arabic is a big one, but Hindi is basically like the number one. Like, if you want to get around and get things done, Hindi is going to be your best friend. Hey Sari, welcome. Oh yeah, Taiwan is not perfect either. Taiwan definitely has its issues for sure. Oh, we're playing. Speaking of Taiwan, we're playing against someone in Asia. Your poor head, but kind of. Mais aussi, il y a beaucoup de gens de France, au Libanon, ou de nord de l'Afrique, qui parlent en français. Je peux les parler avec... Je peux parler avec lui. Avec leur. Avec... Jesus, my French is broken too. It's a rough time, but basically, if there's people, I can talk to them in French, I can talk to them in Urdu, I can talk to them in Hindi. I'm trilingual. But like, I am so out of practice with a lot of these languages. Most of the time, it's just English is fine. What are these connections? People are teleporting all over the shop. What's going on? Oh, least laggy hunter. Guys, this lobby isn't it. I'm gonna have to break up this lobby. I think that's a little bit too much strain.
Zone A captured. You have advantage.
Make a whole video in French? I probably could, actually. I probably could. It would be very basic French, but I could 100% do that.
Fought like a titan of the first pillar.
Oh, it's Laggy Boy. Hi. Hi. How does it feel being a married man? It feels good, man. It feels actually really cool. I like being able to say my wife, you know? It's a lot more adult than saying my girlfriend or my, like, I understand people saying my partner, that's fine. But I have never liked saying my girlfriend. I hate that. It's so juvenile. It's like, can my girlfriend come? Bro, you should meet my girlfriend. Like, you and my girlfriend would get along so well. You should meet my girlfriend. No, I'm sorry, I can't come to the dinner. My wife is expecting me. Yeah, that is a very gorgeous car. Let me just check with my wife. That's a gorgeous apartment you have there. I would be very interested in taking it. But I need to circle back and see what my wife thinks. You know? Like, it's just better. It's an upgrade. It's a life upgrade. And also, you know, she's my best friend and all the rest of that. But still. My wife. I feel like an adult. Has Dubai treat us troops? What? Alright, Spartan Solid. No worries. Take it easy. I got married in 22nd. Got fiance. Alright. See, I wasn't engaged long enough to do the whole fiance thing. It was just Whoa. Is he cheating? How does Dubai treat US troops? Why would I don't know. And I'm gonna be honest with you. I wouldn't think to find out either. They're white, they'll probably be treated really well. What are you insinuating?
Zone A captured. Power play. Keep the pressure.
Or what is the question? What's the subtext behind that question? I want to know more.
A strong start. Fight on.
I can't with this lag, man. I've also weaponized the phrase my wife is weird getting out of things. Yes. Yes. So the wife wears the... Dude, how did you get... Okay, Daniel Ferreira, how did you get from me liking saying my wife to my girlfriend to then just saying, does the wife wear the pants? So the wife wears the pants in the relationship. No! What is wrong with... Why is that the insinuation, my friend? Our relationship is 100% equal. Like, there is nothing... Like, I seek my wife's opinion because, to me, she is the only person in the world whose opinion really matters. And because I want to hear from my best friend. You know? I love her. It's got nothing to do with the. It's got nothing to do with who wears the pants. Nice throw, actually. It's got nothing to do with who wears the pants, and it's got everything to do with respect. And honestly, if you have a relationship where one person is the boss and the other one is not, unless you two are very self-aware about that, and you're okay with that, like you both have consented, like this is just who I am and this is my personality versus no, I'm the boss because gender roles. What the fuck was that? Then that relationship is set up to fail. Oh yeah, on this stream, by the way, in case you guys aren't aware, we do not subscribe to toxic masculinity, and we'll be very happy to talk about all the issues that brings. Because it's not talked about and it should be. Holy shit, Rich.
You're winning. Stay strong. Zone C captured. Power play. Keep the
Ask them because I have friends stationed there, then I'm sure they're fine. Like, do you think... Like, it's Dubai is not Afghanistan, Dubai is not Pakistan, okay? It's a little different. Shit. No, I can't take that shot on, that's dumb. Yeah, I deserve that. Do you unsubscribe to toxic femininity? Yeah. Do you unsubscribe to toxic? Yes. You lost me at toxic, you know? Like, let's not elevate one or over the other. If you need to describe it by using toxic, then maybe we should reevaluate the value of it, you know? Just a thought.
good. Show your enemy what I'm doing.
That's dumb. Why did I do that? Bro, these motherfuckers trying to catch you slipping is something that you're not just actually happy self-aware. Yeah, I know, right? It's like, I think... But, you know, like... Gerudo, like, the fact is, half of all marriages do end in divorce. You know, we recently have... I mean, it seems like every other month there's a content creator or a prominent personality who has a marriage falling apart or somebody's cheating, and just people do get married for the wrong reasons. But like, I took my time with my wife. I mean, it took us 4 years really to get to the point where we are now. And even then, like, I needed convincing. I had to make sure, because I didn't know if it was right for me. But like, yeah, like, just like the data does not favor happiness, right? Statistically, it's pretty accurate to say that most people are unhappy. So I totally understand the latent skepticism that people will have with respect to a relationship. But you know, and certainly it's very early in mine as well. Like, you know, we've only been married for 2 months, but I feel confident and happy in it. So I don't feel like I need to. I'm more than happy to talk about it. 1.27 with that. Toxic humanity. Yeah, let's just do away with humanity. What a bad idea. Yeah, no, it's okay, Daniel. Don't worry about it. It's all good. It's all good. Was engaged for 3 years before going to have been together for 12 years now. Congratulations. My boyfriend will let me sleep. My boyfriend? You know what my mum and dad do? They do something that really trips everybody up. They've been married 30 years. And sometimes when they introduce themselves to people they don't like, because you will run across people you don't like, they will say, so my name is so-and-so, and this is my first husband. Hey, Cal Drogo, I knew that was you, asshole. GG's. So I think I'll do that. I'll do some variation of that. Thoughts on Boudica? I like Boudica. It's weird. Is that the real Blue Jay? I like Boudica, but you need a right role. I think people don't know enough about themselves before they jump into marriage. Yeah, exactly. Like, I mean, you think about it. Most people get married or think about starting to get married if they've been in a long-term relationship around they start their 20s, right? And then they'll get married by 26, 27 and have kids by 30 and then do the whole song and dance. That's the plan. But here's my thought about that, right? Here's my thought. Firstly, I need to flex this emblem, okay, before we get into it. Secondly, my thoughts are that I don't think many people know who they are until they're 28, 29. I don't think that there is enough... I don't think there's... Like, people haven't had enough life experiences to figure out who they are and what they like and what they want to do. If you are one of those people that knows who they are at 19, power to you. But statistically, most people do not have that experience. And something that people lack generally, which goes a long way, is self-awareness. Being able to call yourself out and say, you know what, I messed up. Or being able to say, hey, you know, I'm not ready for this. Or being, and fundamentally, not just being self-aware, because I think everybody is starting to become more self-aware, but then pairing that with the confidence in being yourself. Like, if you don't want to go to the party, say you don't want to go to the party. And don't be, it's like, oh no, I'm not feeling well. It's like, no, I don't want to go. It comes off very differently. Now, you can't ever control what people think of you. And a lot of insecurity, I find, is based on how they are perceived by others. I went through this a lot. And the day I stopped was the day I just realized, sat myself, was like, my life doesn't change. My life doesn't, like, if I go through with this, I won't have a good time. I won't know anybody at the party. And I'll come home feeling miserable and thinking what a waste that was. The net result is negative. And I'm going to go through with that just because I'm scared to say no to somebody? See, when you reframe insecurity as the catalyst to leading towards actions that you don't agree with, that you don't like, that don't work for you, then for me at least, because I'm a logical person and that's how my brain works, then it becomes easier to deal with. You didn't know you were the wrong gender for 20 years? Well, there you go. Exactly. Exactly. And like, then that means like for 22 years, your life experiences have been tainted by this inner thing in the back of your minds, like something's not right here, which would undoubtedly would have affected your enjoyment and the way you process things. So in a lot of respects, if you are realizing that you are transgender or you have a different gender identity or anything like that, I would imagine, I've never been through it, but I would imagine it's a bit of a mindfuck. Because all of the things that you thought you liked and you thought were real normal weren't actually normal for you. So I think 30 is the time when you start like, okay, let's get on with life, you know? Up until 30, take your time. The brain isn't fully developed into the age of 25. Also, we can't see more than 30 FPS, by the way. What are we using for this map? I don't want to use...
Take those zones and hold
I'm struggling. What am I going to use?
Breath.
Fuck it.
Enemy claimed zone
It's 20 FPS. No.
Zone A.
No, it's 30. Pretty sure it's 30. Why do people hate Forerunner? Marriage is like trials, communication... Well, the thing is, marriage is like trials, it's not for everybody. Marriage is like trials. The more equal it is, the better it is. Marriage is like trials. You don't want to lag. I feel like we'd have a whole series of this. Go on, hit me with your best marriages like trials. This is endless content. Marriage is like trials. A little bit of cheese never hurt anybody. Marriage is like trials, you can always buy a recup. No! No! Marriage is like trials, your ping will make or break it. Marriage is like trials, being frozen sucks. Marriage is like trials, way easier if your partner carries you. Oh yeah, okay. We're going there, are we? There you go, Zero, right. Marriage is like trials, you have to have the most meta loadout and know how to use it. Nah, bro, I'm gonna be honest with you, my loadout is incredibly off meta. I'm just gonna put it that way, okay? My loadout, my personal loadout, is very off meta. But, like most off meta loadouts, if you know how to use it well, it's a game changer. I feel like this is a short. Can we make this a short? Marriage is like trials. Teamwork goes a long way. Marriage is like trials. Don't use a shotgun. That was dark. That was dark. Oh my god. We actually made people quit. Enjoy the crit. Guys, don't just leave games. Don't leave games. See, when I made a tweet saying the quarter penalty is bad and you should feel bad, you know, when I made that tweet, people was like, well, don't leave games. Well, clearly, the fire team is cross-continental and there's skill-based matchmaking on. What do you expect them to do? How do you balance your mid and long range options when picking a loadout, especially going for double primary? That really depends on your playstyle. Like, how do you like to play? Do you like to be in front of people's faces? Or do you like to play a little bit more measured? And then you have to balance your playstyle for the map. Like, I have many different playstyles as a player. I can play really aggressive, I can play more measured, I'll edge the mid-range, you know? Oh, he gave me the slip. I completely did not see that coming. It does, like, it requires a degree of self-awareness. It requires a little bit of understanding what works for you, and then the rest is really just trial and error. Like, I didn't know if peace of mind and forgiveness was going to work for me personally, even though on paper, like doing a thought experiment, it's a really good pairing together. You have one of the fastest primary time to kills as your secondary, basically, and then you have a mid-range monster. That is the peace of mind. I can't believe I'm hitting for 17s all the way from there. That's crazy.
Two for one. I've seen enough.
All right.
I'm calling this one.
But yeah, it is a combination of just like you don't know what loadout you want? Try one. Just pick one and see if that works. If it doesn't work, then move on to the next one.
Is all I ask. Good.
This is the best T2 stream ever. Marriage is like Trials and Gambit. You only do it if it's worth it.
You fight like a demon for these zones. Bring me your
Forerunner SMG is insane. Yeah, it is.
like you.
Marriage is like Trials. Better not to get into it. Not for everybody. Marriage is like Trials. It doesn't matter how many you win or lose as long as you keep having fun. That's the winner. That's the winner. Let's go. I love that one. Good one. That's it. That's the dub. Give that guy the dub. That's the dub. Good job. Marriage is like mayhem. You didn't throw more grenades, Guardian! Oh, shit. Okay, oi, Moonshot Degens. Let's not do this again, we're making everybody quit. Okay. 3 max next time. We'll just do one more. No, actually, we're gonna call it there because I wanna do the Q&A part of the stream. Thank you guys for coming out. Appreciate you. I blame Zeke for this one? No. We always blame Tyler. We always blame Tyler. What's wrong with you? Always blame Tyler. He's the clan leader. We always blame Tyler. Chat, we always blame Tyler. Always blame Tyler. Hello, Sander. Welcome back. I thought SBMM was removed. No. It's loose SBMM. So there's SBMM priority, but it will not compromise connections. Back to Overwatch 2 health? Yeah, good luck. Marriage is like trials. The odds of success are better if all 3 of you know each other. What? Okay. Right. Right. Okay. So, good chats. You guys need Jesus. Right. So let's work on some questions, shall we? This is the next part of the stream was to do Q&A, and we have some questions from people, which we're going to get into. Now, I am willing to take questions from you guys. If you didn't ask questions here already, we can do that here too. But I'm going to do it from, give me 1 second. Studio mode. Go to live. Turn this off. Yeah. All right. So we're going to go to, the YouTube community first, and then we're going to go to Discord. So let's do, let me just split screen this real quick. All right. So, Q&A. What do you think about this? Son of Hangman asks, what do you think about this build? Cerberus plus grenade launcher with disruption break and Antaeus with Juggernaut. Interesting. So then you lead with the GL, slide with Antaeus and Juggernaut, sure. So you have maximum of a shield. Cool. And then you just run in with Cerberus. I think that's really off meta. That's really interesting. You need to nail the playstyle for that. Because getting the GL to proc with disruption break, bearing in mind they have a lower blast radius, and then Cerberus being Cerberus of all things, yeah, I feel like you could probably do like an auto rifle or an SMG, probably an SMG here, because you want to GL, get them low, slide in, and then you have something close range. I get the logic using Cerberus, but I feel like there might be better options. All right. Murphalicious asks, what are the odds that Bungie... I'm going to make this bigger for you guys so you can see. What are the odds that Bungie reverts the day 1 raids to Saturday again? I can't make this year if it's second or Friday. I don't know if they will do Saturday, because the reason they like doing it on Friday is because then they weren't forcing people to work overtime. And Bungie is very much a worker first kind of company. So I don't know if they will do Saturday. I do think that it is better for the player base if it is on the Saturday and they have one day of the year where, you know, they are working extra, all hands on deck sort of thing. That I couldn't tell you. I would love for them to do Saturday. That way I could do them a little bit more easily as well with the people that I would like to do it with. But yeah, I hope they do. But probably like whatever is more healthy for Bungie, that's what I would support. Most slept on perks, asked Jordan Randall McKendrick. I'm going to give you a YouTube chat here. I slept on perks. What about some of those ability perks, like Pugilist? Pugilist well-rounded is a good one. Shoot to loot? Really? I don't know if shoot to lose. I mean, that needs more content. For PvE, probably Volt Shot. For PvP, I think they're all known quantities at this point. You got D2 Gunsmith, right? Like, I think they're all well noted. Shoot to loot is Kami Cap, yeah. I think Pugilist is probably up there. I'm gonna go to Smite and Marine. They had some interesting perks. I will say that people sleep on Adrenaline Junkie a lot. So Smite and Marine, Well-rounded. Focus Fury, no. Stats for all, no. Demo, we know. Pugilist slept on. Moving target, no. Eye of Stormia. Gut Shot Straight, I'm not sure about this one. Not entirely sure about this one. But people do sleep on Adrenaline Junkie big time. Surplus is a good shout, actually. I like Surplus. But in an ability spam heavy meta, it requires you to not use abilities to make the best of it. Or if you have a fast ability regen build, then that's great. Surplus is your friend. But I'm going to give this to Adrenaline Junkie because it works like Swashbuckler, and people don't realize this. It's the same thing as Swashbuckler, except grenades proc it to X5. Golden Tricorn, see, I thought that, but Golden Tricorn is very much like it's a build heavy and it's a very advanced level perk. I don't think it's slept on per se. Maybe it is slept on, but I don't think it's the most slept on because it's out of reach for most people. ECAP is, yeah, I don't think ECAP is slept on. It's just neglected. You know, slept on to me means people don't know about it. Does Swashbuckler give handling? No, you know what? It doesn't. Oh shit. Any stack grants 20 handling. Whoa. Okay, so Adrenaline Junkie's better. Headstone is not slept on. What are you on about? Tips on how to control hand cannon recon console. Use it in PvE and just get used to it. Quite honestly, the more you use it, the more you will be able to control it. Okay. Swash requires a weapon with a perk to be out, and AJ does not. That's true. That's another big one. That's a very, very big one. Okay, so I'm giving it to Adrenaline Junkie. Fair enough. What is the best bread and why? Asked Lumistrad, who I know is in the chat and has been waiting for this moment for the entire stream. Lumistrad, the best bread... You can't really beat a good sourdough. You can't. Zeke Infield, love your content and being an Englishman, you don't get to quip about any flavor that relates. Good thing I'm not English! Anyways. What else? Oh, everybody's all triggered about pineapple and pizza. Okay, cool. So that's the YouTube side. Let's go and see... Live stream number 2. Okay, so here's the Discord side. So, Stringing Smile asks, if you had a chance to cover any game beside Destiny, what would be your top 3 games? Whoa. So if I were to cover any game aside from Destiny 2, you know, there was a big part of me that wanted to do Halo, but in retrospect, it's probably a good idea that I didn't do that. I would definitely cover a PvP heavy game. I think I would probably go for Apex. Or I would go for Call of Duty. One of those two. Because the audience is there, and it's always... Like, the audience is nuts for those, and it never really falls. Like, there it goes through peaks and valleys for sure. But, yeah. What about Overwatch? I've never really vibed with Overwatch. You know? Like, it's just not my game. I've tried it several times. And it's just not for me. There's something about it. It's just, it doesn't work for me. What is your all-time favorite... Cyril says, what is your all-time favorite Destiny 2 meta and why? That one's easy. That's Forsaken because of the Pinnacle grind with Not Forgotten and Luna's Howl. It was just with the Go Fast update, everything felt crisp, everything felt right. The abilities weren't too crazy. The supers were crazy, but the abilities weren't too bad. The gunplay was on point, and some of the best weapons were in that time period. Like, I gotta give it to Forsaken. How much time goes into making one video? Roughly 50 hours. No, 20 to 30 hours. But we're trying to reduce that. Where would you consider making PvE content? Sure, but I would have to be a lot more. I would have to be a lot more PvE heavy to do that. So we'll see. We'll see. I'll never rule it out for sure. Cyril also asks, do the therapy bills rise into thousands when talking into lobby? So in case of you who don't know, lobby is our like main forum for the Discord. And the answer is yes. I am a broken man. And then some. Now that you aren't maidenless, when is your drip getting upgraded? Because your current fit is mid. Let's not dignify that with responses. K asks, what do you think of the rumors of a potential Destiny show? Please just get some good writers on it. If that means using the Destiny writers, sure, but get somebody who actually... First of all, okay, I'm going full screen for this because this bothers me, right? We all saw what happened with The Witcher, right? We all saw what happened with Henry Cavill. Like, Henry Cavill was committed to that as long as the writing was good. I think he said that multiple times. Now, I don't know how much the Superman Return thing had an effect on it, but it was very clear he didn't like Season 2, right? And then there was reports that the writers didn't care for The Witcher source material. And I'm not one of those purists that says you must stick to the source material. No, absolutely. But you have to respect it before you can add to the legacy, like Bo DeMeo said. You have to understand what makes The Witcher great. You have to understand what makes Destiny great. You have to understand what is the essence of these characters. What are these characters? You might change some of the choices they make, sure. But don't rewrite what makes them loved. Change the actions. But keep them in character to the spirit of the character. So whatever happens with the Destiny show, I hope that A, the writers are actually good for the medium that they are working in, whether it's TV or film or a web series. And 2, I hope that they do not throw the baby out with the bathwater with respect to the characters and the lore that's been given. But given that Bungie has creative control over it, I think it'll be fine. Alright. Mikey, got a couple of questions here. What do you think is of the current state in trials? It's bad. I think we all know that. I don't need to explain more. What's your current stance on Sandbox in terms of weapons viability across all archetypes? I think when it comes to weapons, we're actually in a pretty good spot right now. Just hear me out. Just weapons, not talking about everything else. Sidearms are an outlier. Linears are an outlier. Yes, those two need to come down. And if we're being honest, sidearms were really, really high usage because of the aim assist thing. I think they were given a little bit too much. They should be rolled back. Linears, we're talking about 2 weapons here, so kill them and it's fine. For the rest of the sandbox, I think we're in a really, really healthy spot right now. I like that. What do you think is the best course of action to be taken to highlight gunplay vulnerabilities? Literally cut abilities in half. Is that controversial, chat? Are we all in agreement? Just cut ability cooldown timers in PvP only by half. Just like at this, I know it's drastic, but it needs some kind of just, you know, chill. Because right now, like I don't know. I think they should be potent and I think they should have value, definitely. So I don't think the answer is nerfing ability damage. I think the answer is making them more scarce. What are 3 changes that you would implement into the Crucible? Just 3? Well, first of all, the first thing I would do here is I would give Crucible actual loot so people give a shit. Alright? That's the first thing I would do. The second thing I would do is I would remove the quitter penalty in Control. And the third thing I would do is just up the playlist and give it, like, some actual time and attention. Like, that's it. But obviously that's a bit of a catch-all answer, so to be specific, I would say I would bring back quick play where we have, you know, you have a rotation between Clash, Control, and a couple other game modes. I feel like that's fair. If we can't have ranked voting, if we can't have multiple playlists, then just bring back quick play. What constitutes actual loot, like cosmetics, like actual weapons, bring back pinnacles, bring back, have seasonal, like, armor sets, universal ornaments that change season to season. I would say lock shaders behind Crucible, you know, and Just like give it fucking focusing. Like good focusing, and give it, I don't know, just many things. Give comp more game modes. Could a Forge mode work for Crucible? Maybe. I don't know. But it would need a little bit more than that. This is such an interesting feature. He's been a member for 4 months. Thank you very much, Michael. Thank you. What's your favorite current loadout build for both fun and winning? I don't really have one. I think you've all seen from the stream that I just use whatever and just kind of deal with it. Having fun in PvP is a challenge in the current state that it is, but you know, whatever is there. Like right now I'm just using Peace of Mind and I'm having fun, but I'm not so focused on any one particular build. Veranda's thoughts on Chroma Rush? No. Most underrated fashion? I think anything monochromatic is severely slept on. Don't at me. If you were in charge of creating a competitive game mode replacing survival, what would it be? I would think it would be probably something like skirmish or countdown. Oh, countdown! Just bring back countdown. Done. Thank you very much. Right, that's everybody's questions from the Q&A. Do you, the YouTubes, have any questions for me? Could be about Destiny, could be about life, could be about content creation, could be about Bungie, could be not about Chroma Rush. What is your favorite artifact mod this season purely based on design? No reason. Yeah, okay. Do I tell them who you are, Blue Jay, or not? Based on design, I would probably give it to Lightning Strikes Twice. So let me make sure we're on the right thing here. Give me a sec. Lightning Strikes Twice. That's my favorite. Blue Jay's the Bungie employee who designed these. So send him your regards. So I like that one a lot. I was a big fan of this one, Bad Amplitude. Design-wise, is very striking. Also, trace evidence was cool as well. But yeah, that one takes the cake for me. Good job. Great job. Now, can you fix the game? Is that Mjolnir in the background? It is Mjolnir. It is Mjolnir. Anyways, let's go back to the questions real quick. Do you think Bungie will bring back a real rank system in comp? They don't specifically mention the comp rework. I don't know. I hope they will, but we all know they're working on something else, so who knows? Thoughts on pre-ordering in general? Look, if it's your main game and you know you're going to play that game, there is no harm in pre-ordering. If you know already that something is going to take up a significant portion of your time, you know, entertainment or casually or for your job, then it's a business decision as much as it is, or maybe it's a mental health decision to actually pre-order something because you know it's important to you, so go ahead and pre-order it. But if you are just an average consumer and you're looking to and you like the look of a trailer so much, and you don't know anything about the game, and you don't know what the game is going to entail, and you don't know if you're going to like the game, and you pre-order anyways, you're an idiot. Simple. Locked gun type matchmaking. Thought about that. That's interesting. I think locked loadouts would be fun, but it would go so against the grain of what makes Destiny. You know, Reddit would implode if that happened. Let's see. What else have we got? Thoughts on things that are not Chroma Rush, specifically meaning what weapons are interesting to you this season. Can I just, I'm going to answer this in a different way, okay? I don't want to spoil anything, so I'm just going to answer this in a different way. Give me a sec. Come on. Do the thing. Okay, so I'm not going to answer. So what weapons have interested you this season? That was the question, right? Does this answer your question? Because, like, that's kind of where I'm at right now. And I have many, 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 many thoughts. Can you start a movement to normalize logic as an emotion? That would imply there is a subsection of the human population that responds to logic. And all I have to say to that is that I like your optimism. Speaking of which, have you played Gundam Evolution? No, I haven't. All right, going back to the questions. Let's go back to the questions. What else do we have? Do we bubble the cap zone? Yes, always. Are you giving classes, like talking about life while slapping people around with constructive criticism? I dig that. Okay, so I actually did do that. I did that when I was in Canada before I moved here. On my Patreon, patreon.com/ascendantnomad. On my Patreon, there was a higher tier, which was a $100 tier, where I took on students and I would help them get better at the game. It was a success in that it was always sold out. I could only take 5 students at a time. But the reason I didn't think it was that like overall helpful is because the state of the game, specifically to PvP, wasn't super conducive to people wanting to play the game. People would play the game here and there, and my students would also play the game here and there. But then they were paying all this money every month to be coached, but they wouldn't play the game themselves. So it ended up being sort of like a support tier with extra benefits. So I can bring that back, and you are welcome to 2 coaching sessions a month, and like all the gameplay analysis in the world. But you'll have to put in the effort, because I was there. And I mean, I definitely had my moments where I wasn't there, and it wasn't all on them. And it was definitely me, for sure. Like, I'll put most of the blame on myself. But I mainly blame the state of the game not wanting people to play. So I could do coaching again, but I would rather do it when PvP is actually fun to play and people actually have fun playing in PvP. Shami, how do you feel about the idea of competitive Destiny spin-off game that focuses a lot more on being balanced and sports friendly? Sure, I'd love it. Let's see that version of Destiny. F1 question, since we're at this part of the stream. Do you think Hamilton and Ferrari will either? No. 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 Sorry. I want it to happen. I really do, but no. Zero, with regards to overall gameplay, what is your best advice for those who are looking to find enjoyable time PvP when they normally don't touch PvP? I think you use pulse rifles, you use sidearms, you use the strongest stuff in the game. You find variants of the strongest stuff in the game that you like, and you play Control with no expectations whatsoever of having a good time or not. I think the biggest thing about the biggest thing about playing PvP in this current climate is how good are you at letting go? How good is your tilt management? If it's very good, you'll be fine. If it's not, forget it. Go play COD. No abilities game mode? Sure, why not? Saw a Forbes article about new Bungie games saw potential for Destiny hero shooter. If that were to be real, do you think that would kill Destiny PvP? I mean, Destiny PvP is already killing Destiny PvP, so we'll see. We'll see. But if there was a Destiny-specific hero shooter that was PvP only, maybe. Maybe. Because the only thing that can kill Destiny is Destiny, as is well documented. Y'all remember that Destiny killer anthem? How will this D2 meta affect LeBron's legacy? Well, LeBron's legacy is just fine. This meta, I don't know. I don't really see it. How would you feel about a PvP mode where you couldn't have top 20 meta weapons? It's called private matches. You could do that yourself, but that would be weird. Anything involving lock loadouts or loadout restrictions in PvP, I think would not go down well with the general population. What else? What else we got? Do you think 4v4 setting would work for current PvP? Yes, it would. Because 90% of the maps are made for 4v4. I think that you'd have issues with the pace of the game. Like, there would be a lot of downtime. But 4v4 could be very interesting, especially in the smaller maps. I just tuned in. Pardon if this has been answered before. Do arc resist mods work in PvP? No, they do not. Daniel Ferreira, should ritual weapons be different based on if they are gotten from Vanguard, Crucible, or Gambit? I think so. I'm not the... chat, you let me know. I'm not the biggest fan of the one ritual weapon for every playlist. I do like that you can do what you want and you get the same weapon. That's great. But it would be nice if, like... Give me a ritual weapon. Cry Mutiny? I don't know. Okay, yeah. Let's do Cry Mutiny. Right? So... It would be nice if the PvP exclusive version of this had, not Incandescent, but Impulse Amplifier, right? And it would be nice if you had Vorpal or Chain Reaction. In Gambit, I mean, I think this is perfectly fine for PvE. This is the Strike version. And then you have different mods for Gambit as well. And then you would only have 2 Origin traits, right? You wouldn't have all 3. So, but then again, then that leads to a question of vault space loot and all of that. That's very valid. I don't know. It's tough. I would like there to be more diversity in the loot that you can get based on the activity that you play, definitely, especially with respect to the core activities, but I don't think that that's probably possible for a variety of reasons. Benevolent Pineapple. Funny enough, I matched you when I was in Dubai and you were in Canada. Now I'm back to Canada. You're back to Dubai, which begs the question whether we'll end up matching again. We'll see. Let's see. Thoughts on Thorn? Bit slept on. Still good. Just not as good as everything else. All I'm hearing is good. Yeah, probably. Blue Jay, speaking as someone who's never moved to someone who is literally a nomad, any advice for best practices when looking at moving out somewhere new? You have to make I mean, okay, I moved to Canada without knowing a single thing about it. But the thing is, the thing that got me through it is because I moved for school. So it wasn't about moving to Canada. It was about going to school. So defining the purpose of why you want to move is very, very important before you do it, because it is a significant financial and time commitment that you have to go through. Time meaning not just the physical move, but also the paperwork involved with the move, being visas, accommodation, settling up accounts, closing accounts, all the legwork that you have to do when you move countries, or maintaining accounts if you have interest. Like right now, I keep my Canadian phone number, my bank account, and my, all my financials are active in Canada because I still get paid through there. So you have to understand all of that before you move. But that should never be the defining reason whether you move a place or not, because those things need to be done regardless. If you want to move to a place, you need to have a very clear idea why you're moving and why this is a good idea for you. Staying in Dubai was never the choice I was going to make. Going off a recent example. Because I don't like it here. I haven't since I was 16. For a litany of reasons that I won't get into. But it made the most sense logically in my head. I was going to pay a fair amount for rent. I was not going to spend a fortune on groceries. Fuel is cheap. You know, I could go on and on and on about the reasons why it's a good idea to live here versus trying to find a place in Ireland, which is a disaster. So I remind myself of that, and I keep that at the forefront of my mind. When I moved to Canada, it was about school. When I moved to Dubai, it was just about being a kid with my parents. You know, moving to Ireland will be about starting a family and getting immersed in the culture there. But I will always recommend that you travel to a place to see it first before you move. All right. For me, a lot of my moving was not of my own volition. It was a decision made for me. But now that I'm an adult, it would take a lot for me to move to a place without having seen it first. So yeah. Hey Nomad, anything you can say about recoil control for hand cannons on the console? I think it's fine. You just need to practice, really. I'm learning controller. I fully accept that I'm not the greatest with hand cannons on the controller, but I don't know, I will be. So it's fine. Looney Tunes with the $2. Thank you so much. Thank you. Oh, doctor, my doctor. They need to bring back stroke course. Yes, I agree with that. F1 question. Who is your favorite F1 driver this season, or who do you want to see them doing better the next season? Charles Leclerc. I think Charles Leclerc, he's definitely shot himself in the foot a little bit, but, you know, he's been a tremendous qualifier. I think he has really good racecraft, but that Ferrari can't manage its tyres at all. So I would love him to have a better car next year. Max I've been pretty impressed by generally. But I also want to commend Lewis Hamilton as well, just for being fairly consistent second half of the season. He's just been killing it. Favorite F1 driver, though, has to be Vettel, but he's leaving. What can you do? So, Nomad, how would you buff Cerberus? Double the damage. I don't know. I don't know. All right, lads, that's Q&A. Any fun loadouts using PvP lately? No, not really. Just general things I pick up here and there. Vettel or Perez? Perez goes missing though. Any insight into your content strategy given the direction D2 is going? Glad you asked. Details on the Patreon tomorrow. But generally leaning into volume because reasons. Leading into more hot takes, leading into more thought pieces, as well as like doing, you know, the signature weapon reviews and stuff. Lads, have you seen the comp rework leaks? No, and I don't want to. Lads, I'm going to call it there. I think we had a very productive stream. I think we had a lovely time on stream. I think we chatted a lot. Did you all have fun? The things you wish were different about this stream? Could it be longer? Could it be shorter? And ladies, of course. And ladies. Didn't mean to leave you out. And those who do not identify as either. Folks, thank you for coming. If you haven't already joined the Discord, that's where all the chats happen. I hope this time worked better for you guys. I'm going to try and see you guys on Friday at the same sort of time. And we will just do some more PvP stuff, I suppose. All right. Take it easy. Have a lovely, lovely beginning of your day for most of you.